Everybody has been lying to you, telling to you that being selfish is the goal, that good girls give without limits, that putting yourself first makes you a bad person. And guess what? That's exactly why we feel drained most of the time. That's exactly why we feel stuck. That's exactly why you are living a life that doesn't even belong to you. Let me say it out loud that you should be selfish. Not because it's trendy or not because it's edgy, but because it is survival. Because the world will take everything from you, your time, your energy, your identity. If you let that happen, no one is coming to save you. And if you're tired of being a nice girl, the reliable one, the one who never says no, this video is actually a wake-up call for you. Let's talk about it, that why selfishness might just be the most honest, powerful and life-saving thing that you can ever do. We are always taught to be sweet, to be nice, to be accommodating, to say yes to everything and to be the one who compromises. You know what that really teaches us? That everyone else matters more than we do. But let me tell you something that literally changed my life. Being selfish isn't being mean. It is actually self-defense. Like, think about it. How many times have you said yes to something just because you didn't want to disappoint anyone? How many times have you swallowed your own feelings just to keep peace? You are thinking that you're being kind, you're being nice, but what you're actually doing is you are betraying yourself over and over again. I used to do this all the time. I was the nice girl, the one who always understood, who always forgave everything, who went out of her way for people who honestly would have never done the same for me. And for what? For people to like me, to respect me. But unfortunately, that did not happen. They did not reciprocate. You can't earn love by abandoning yourself. There comes a point where you have to realize that if you don't protect your energy, if you don't guard your own peace, nobody else will do it for you. It's not anyone's job to save you from burnout or from toxic friendships or from one-sided relationship. That's actually your job. And that's where being healthy selfishness comes in. People get uncomfortable if women start putting themselves first. You'll hear stuff like, you've changed and you only care about yourself now, you've become too selfish. Good. That means that your boundaries are actually working. Selfishness, the kind that I am talking about, is not about being a bad person. It's not about stepping on people. It is actually about choosing yourself in a world that constantly wants you to be self-neglected. And here's the truth. You can't pour from an empty cup. You can't show up for your dreams, for your goals, or your peace if you are constantly drained from trying to keep everyone else happy. Sometimes the most powerful thing that you can ever do to yourself is say no. No, I am not doing that. No, I don't feel comfortable. No, I don't want to come. No, I don't have the energy for this right now. You're not being mean by saying no. You're not being selfish. You actually start choosing yourself. So let me tell you about the good girl myth. You know, the voice in our head that tells us to be nice, to be kind, to be polite, to not ask for too much, to not be loud. That actually starts when we are young. We get praised when we are quiet, when we say yes to everything, when we smile even when we don't feel like smiling. They call us mature, they call us smart, they call us well behaved. Somewhere inside we actually suppress our own emotion. We get rewarded for being agreeable, for saying yes to everything and not for being honest. And we carry that conditioning into our adulthood without even realizing it. I know, because I have done that. I was the good girl, the chill one, the one who didn't ask for too much, the one who never complained, who always gave people the benefit of doubt even when they didn't deserve it. I thought that being low maintenance actually made me lovable, actually made me likable. I thought that if I just kept being good, life will eventually reward me, that people would see my value and treat me right. But here's what actually happened. I got overlooked, I got taken for granted, I got used, and I blame myself for it. Because when you are raised to believe that being good equals to being worthy, the second someone treats you badly, you assume that it was because you weren't good enough. Maybe I should have been more understanding. Maybe I was too much. Maybe I wasn't enough. No, the problem wasn't me. The problem was the freaking role that I was told to play since my childhood. You see, the good girl isn't real. She's designed to make other people feel comfortable at the expense of her own voice, at the expense of her own needs. And every time you silence yourself to keep the peace, you're telling yourself that you don't matter, that your truth is a problem, that your anger is dangerous, that your desires are inconvenient, that your boundaries make you difficult. Let me ask you this. What has being the good girl actually given you? Did it protect your heart? Did it keep you away from being hurt? Did it bring you closer to the life that you always wanted? Or are you just exhausted, resentful, burnt out, lost in an identity that was never truly yours? Because that's where I ended up. I didn't even recognize myself anymore. I had become so obsessed with being liked that I had forgotten to be real. I forgot how to be me. And learning the good girl mentality is hard because at first you stop being convenient. When you take up the space, when you stop saying sorry for everything, when you finally choose yourself, they will say that you have changed. They will call you selfish. They will guilt you up. Let them. Just let them. Because you know what? They weren't in love with you. They were in love with your silence, in love with your compliance. You need the love that sees you, that respects you, and that doesn't require you to erase yourself just to keep it. So, no, you are not here to be a good girl. You are not here to be the pleasing one. You are not here to be the easy choice. You are here to be whole, to be complicated, to be loud, to be emotional, to be powerful. The girl who knows that what she wants, who sets boundaries like a queen, who is not afraid to disappoint people. And that's not being selfish, that's actually liberation. And the sooner you let go of that tired good girl script that we have been taught since childhood, the sooner you will start living a life that actually belongs to you, not to the version of you that makes everyone else comfortable. This is something that I wish someone told me sooner. If you're not selfish, if you don't actively choose yourself, you will end up living a life that doesn't even feel like yours. Let that sink in. I am not talking about waking up on one random day and feeling a little lost. I am talking about waking up from that one relationship that you settled for, that one job you never wanted, you never liked, that one city that you didn't feel like home, surrounded by people who never respected you. And now you're wondering, how the hell did I get here? I'll tell you how. By saying yes whenever you wanted to say no. By prioritizing what's expected over what you actually wanted. By following a script that was never written for you, but for the version of you that other people were too comfortable with. And you know what's wild? Sometimes you don't even realize it's happening. It actually creeps in slowly. Your voice is buried under everyone else's expectation. And let's be honest, a lot of us have been taught self-sacrifice is noble and that putting others first actually makes you a good person. I have seen my mother do that all her life. But what they don't tell you is that there's a cost to that, and the cost is your freaking life, because you only get one life, one story, one chance to be with you who you really are. And yeah, choosing yourself might make a lot of people uncomfortable. It might disappoint your parents, it might confuse your friends, but here's what it won't do. It won't leave you feel bitter. It won't leave you looking back at 40, 50, 60 asking, who could I have been if I had chosen myself? So be selfish. Be selfish enough to leave that job that drains you. Be selfish enough to end that relationship that limits you. Be selfish enough to chase the dream that no one else believes in you, because the world will try to tell your story for you. If you're not careful, if you don't actively grab the pen, you look up one day and realize that you're just the side character of your own life and you were born to be the main character. So take that risk. Make the move, say that thing, disappoint who you need to disappoint. Just don't let it be yourself. You cannot be authentic without being selfish. I know selfish is still a scary word for a lot of us. We've been taught that selfish is equal to bad. It means that you're arrogant, you're cold, you're self-absorbed. But I want you to start seeing selfishness for what it actually is. You can't live a real, aligned, truthful life if you are constantly filtering yourself through what other people want, expect, or approve of. If every decision you make has to be cleared through someone else's comfort, you are not being authentic. You are being a performance, and that's exhausting. I've played cool when I was actually hurt and disappointed, just to not seem too much. But every time I did that, even if I convinced the world I was fine, I knew that I was faking it. I was not. And faking something chips off your confidence, and faking something disconnects you from your intuition, from your actual voice, from what you really want and what you really believe. Being selfish isn't about ignoring people. It's actually about ignoring yourself. Real authenticity, the kind that gives you peace at night and confidence in your skin, requires boundaries. It requires clarity. And yes, it does requires being selfish. It requires you to say, I don't care if you don't like it. This is what I believe. I don't care if you judge me. This is who I am. That's not ego. That's freedom. That's wholesomeness. So be selfish enough to be complicated and to be misunderstood, but at least be true to yourself. Let's talk about something that we constantly waste without even realizing it, our time. And I don't mean scrolling on reels all day and wasting your time, but the precious hours of your life you spend doing things you don't even want to do for people who don't even do the same thing for you, and just because you are afraid of seeming selfish in front of them. Let me tell you something that hit me hard, so hard one day. Every time you say yes to something that doesn't serve you, you are saying no to something that does. You are saying no to your peace, to your growth. You are saying no to your rest, to your goals, to your joy. You think it's just one favor, just one coffee, just one extra task, but actually it adds up. And the people who take that time from you, the most of them don't even notice, because they are not the ones who are paying the price for it. You are. There's no award for being the most selfless. There is no prize for being the one who never says no. People will just keep taking as long as you keep offering. If I don't start being selfish with my time, I'll keep living a life that isn't mine. Your time is the most sacred resource. You can get back your money, you can get back your energy, but your time, you will never get that back. So if you spend it on people who drain you, you are robbing your future self. You want to know what selfish really is? It is putting your calendar in your own hands. It's learning to say no, I can't. It is learning to say that no, I am not available. No, I just don't want to. You don't need a perfect excuse. You are not a machine. You are not a customer service line. You don't owe anyone access to you 24/7. Being selfish with your time is being wise with your life. So protect the golden hours that you have. You know what's not cute? Giving and giving and giving and giving until there is nothing left for you. I would drop everything the moment someone needed me. It didn't matter if I was exhausted, if I was tired. It didn't matter if I had plans. If someone needed me, I was there. I thought that that's what a good person does. But over the time, I started feeling bitter, resentful. So here's what I want you to actually do. Pause, check in with yourself, ask whether I have been abandoning myself just to be accepted, just to be loved. Say no to something. Speak up, protect your time, choose yourself, even if it is uncomfortable. And if this video helped it, please share it with someone who might need it. Do drop a comment and let me know if you like this video and if you want me to come up with more such videos. I promise you it starts with one choice, your choice. And that's all for this video. I really hope that you enjoyed watching this video. If you like it, please make sure that you like this video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. It would really mean a lot to me. See you in the next video. Until then, take care.